Okay, welcome to Dina's Ink Inspirations. Today I thought we could have some fun with some Blue Night rubber stamps. I stamped out this scene on a piece of paper that I had made a blue moon. I made a copy off of this, of a blue moon that I had made. But I thought what we could do today is we could do something similar, but on one of the designer papers. These are the designer papers that I made. This one is Night Sky 2 set. That's what this moon comes in that set. And so I thought we would try to do another one of these bird scenes with the fence. So what I originally was thinking was I was going to stamp the moon this way and stamp the fence going over the moon this way, but then I thought like in this one, I like the way the moon's showing through the fence down in the bottom, so I decided to do it this direction. Oh, by the way, these are like what, 4.5 by 5.5. Just so you know, the size is a little different. This one is almost a 5 by 7. It's a little smaller than 5 by 7. And I had to add a little bit of the fence on this side, but for this one we won't have to. So all I've done is place my stamps ready to go. I like to stamp with Versafine Clair, but just about anything. Dye ink, hybrid inks, I think any of them will work on this paper. This is actually very quick, very easy. You can get a really pretty striking card made in no time at all. Alright. Okay, so all we have to do is color in the fence. And I've made some cards that don't color the fence in black. So maybe I'll do a video with that here in the future. But for now, I was just going to show you real quick. All I do, this one's a Tombow marker. I think any black marker would work. And all I did was just color it in. This is such a beautiful stamp. This turned into an instant favorite as soon as I got this stamp. Okay, and then of course, and I am not gonna color in the whole fence because that would bore you guys to death. But I did want to show you on coloring in these birds what I did. If you would like, you can color in the whole bird solid, but I like to leave a little bit around the eye. Like that. And then same with this bird. I don't want to lose the eye. And of course it would work just as well. Color the whole thing solid too. And you could just leave it as as if it was a silhouette stamp. But what I did, so you don't have to watch me color everything, is I had colored in another one. And what I do is I use my white Prismacolor pencil. I think other types of pencils would work fine, I think. So to put the highlights, that's all I wanted, I just want to put the highlights on the fence because it seems to give it some dimension. So my light is coming from the moon this direction. So what I'm wanting to do, I had already started it right there on this one. I'm wanting to put the highlight on this left side of the fence, since this is the direction my light's coming from. See? See how simple that is? And it gives you some really nice highlighting. It's really quick and easy. Okay, and then like just for the fence railing there, just put a little bit like this. Get some light coming from the top coming down onto that part. Now see here, I'm seeing kind of like the lights coming from both directions now. I don't want as much from over here, but maybe just at the top. Same thing here. I think a light would be coming from this side onto this side of the fence too, so I'll put a little bit on this side, both sides. See how it's giving us some lighting on the fence? And so then of course the lighting is going to be coming more from this direction, so we're going to do it on the right side on these fence posts. And see, it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I'm not being very particular about it at all, really. Okay. And since, like, when I get more over to this side, more off away from the moon, and there's not as much light, so what I don't want it to be showing a lot of light against this fence post, because this fence post would kind of be shading right here, so I just want it to be a little bit to the left. I'm not going all the way over. And then, so for the birds, there is light from down here, so you can make some highlights on the tail feathers there, and then of course the light's shining on the bird this way. So you just make a little bit of highlighting on him there, and it's the same on this one. I think light's coming up this direction, so have a little bit of light on those tail feathers. See? And that's, I haven't filled in all, well actually let me just go ahead, and I don't have that much left to do. And then we'll stamp the rest of it. Again, now I don't want to go all the way across because the light's coming this way, so this fence post is going to shadow this area right here, so there won't be as much lighting. It'll be more towards this fence post. And the same here. See, like how I did it here, I went across the whole length of the post. Or the rail, whatever you want. Is it a railing? And then we got one more here. Okay. Okay, so we've got our light reflecting that way, and we've got our light reflecting this way. Okay, now let's stamp a little bit, and then this card will be all done. Okay, so for this bottom portion, I like to stamp some of the foliage on the bottom. And I think this stamp works really well for that. This is called Silhouette Forest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this section. and I actually use that a lot, so I did cut it. The stamp does come, when you get the stamp, it is one whole scene. It is just one entire scene, so it makes it really easy to stamp out a card, a scene, really quick on those times you need a card and you don't have a lot of time. But so for this one, I'm just gonna stamp both corners real quick and easy. And I'll probably make 2 impressions. Let it soak into the paper for a second there. Okay. And now we'll do the same thing over here. Isn't that pretty? And then just to show you on this one, since it is wider than this one, I did put a little bit extra. I just used this part of the stamp, and I just stamped it like that. So, but I don't want to on this one because it's so much shorter. And then the only other thing that I had to do, let's see, let's turn it this way. No, put it right in the middle. For the little trees, let's see these trees here? That is from the Flying South stamp set. And the ducks, they come separate, see, from the trees. So all I did for this one, of course, let's see, this is bigger, right, than this one. So I had more playroom here, but I don't think it's really going to matter that it's going down farther into it. I honestly don't think it's going to matter. We'll see what we get. This is another one of those stamp sets, this one, the Flying South. One of my most heavily used stamps from Blue Knight. And this fence became an instant favorite. I love this fence set. I'm gonna get one more. I didn't get it good there. I'm just probably not pressing down hard enough. Trying to do this a little faster. Okay, now for this side, what I'm going to do, let me wipe this off real quick. I'm going to turn this upside down now. Because if I tried to stamp it this way, I'm going to get these edges that are cut off, right? So, turn this around. That way I can give myself some room. Okay, so stamped this way, but now I'm going to turn it upside down. And one of the things that I don't really want to get this, can you see? That's this part right here. I don't really want to get that in the picture, so I want to try to stay over here and just keep this part of the tree. So I don't want to go too far in either. So let's pull it back a little. Okay. I think that's really pretty. I like this. I just like this little scene so much. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I just wanted to let you know as the ink kind of settles into the paper, you won't have as much of the blotchiness like you can see on this one. Like right now I can see some of the blotchiness, and I could even go in there and color that in some more on the fence posts. But as you can see, it blends in once the ink settles in. And then because I was going straight up and down, I do have like, it looks like kind of lines almost. I don't mind that at all. I really don't mind it because the fences are like that anyway with the lines. But yeah, this one I would have gone in and I would have colored it a little bit more. But anyway, I think it makes a very nice card. It's very striking, kind of dramatic, and really quick and easy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you for joining me, and I want to wish you guys just have a really wonderful day, and thanks for watching.